you only knew the power of the dark side.
What's up, Spice Runners? Welcome to the 2022 room tour. So we're gonna do the Star Wars room, and guess what? We're gonna just walk around my house. We're also gonna do the dining room, which dubs as the Batman room, and we're gonna do the living room, which is our Marvel room. So grab a drink, tune in, and check out this cool ass video I made just for you guys. All right, when you turn right, you see this like weird wall, because I don't have four corners you can see in the room. I have two corners back there, and then some like angled corners here, and then it's flat there. So this room here is 18 feet long, oh no, 21 feet long, 18 feet wide. So just to put it in perspective. All right, so we come in here, check this out. We got this from Props and Villainy, Kelly. Always so grateful for this. This thing is amazing. If you guys don't know who Kelly is, check him out on Props and Villainy.
Give yourself to the dark side. I'll never turn to the dark side. I find your lack of faith disturbing.
As you can see, it does like all these different noises and sound effects. This guy's work is amazing. Here I got some of the lightsabers. So what I'm doing here, I'm not done yet, but these pegboards are from IKEA. I'm gonna paint them silver first, and then I'm gonna leave some spots in there, and I'm gonna paint black over it. That way it looks like it's weathered. And then I'm gonna go all the way up with the different lightsabers that I have. I just haven't had time to do it. So since we're talking about the lightsabers, that's a Vader from Disney. That's the Obi-Wan from Disney. Mace Windu from Disney. And then Kyle Kestis from Disney. And this is a different Kyle Kestis, but it's from Saberforge. And then here we have Jazz Diorama. This thing is badass. I think I did a video on this a while back, but this is a 1/6 scale cockpit, the Millennium Falcon, and I actually got some figures in there. So it's kind of hard to like see them. So let me pause the video and open up the cockpit. All right, so I opened up the cockpit. Check this out. If you haven't seen my video, I'm gonna put the link up there so you can get some more details on it, but I'm just gonna walk through it anyways. So you see Chewie and Han, and then you got Luke and Obi-Wan. So funny story is Chewie and Han, this is my second time buying them. I actually got them from my buddy Slap Pappy. He's a vendor here locally in the Orlando area. But and I sold them. I sold a lot of my Star Wars stuff after the sequels came out, and that was one of the regrets. But he had the 2-pack, which comes with the comm sets, so I was lucky to get those. And Luke and Obi-Wan, I've had those since they originally released, so those have been in my collection for years. But that's that. And then just to pair it up, I worked with Ariel, and he came up with some nice little plaques there. And then here we got a Regal Robot magnet. Regal Robot does some cool magnets, for the Star Wars universe. And then this pommel here is from Disney. It's a Rancor, and they come out with a bunch of different ones. And then here's Buddy Joel Hazy, miniature George Lucas / Phil Tippett there. And then a Loftcat, another pommel. So they got so many of these different types now that you can do for the custom sabers. And again, they only work for the custom sabers. They do not work for the legacy sabers from Disney. All right, so let's look at this wall here. All right, so let me explain this wall before people like kill me. So up there, it's a projection screen that goes up and down because this place dubs as a movie room. I have a projector way down there, 4K. And I got, surround sound speakers, big floor speakers. There are some in the back, but you can't see them because I have them hidden in those corners. So let's talk about the artwork. So this wall is going to change. So it was symmetrical, but I started giving away pieces and selling pieces. So start up there on the right. That's a SIFCAS exclusive that came from an ILM print. Michelle did that for Swiftcast. This is a Marcel Chenet 30 by 40. So this thing sucker's huge. So that pretty much takes up the room. And what I'm doing is, because I got two other things framed, I got the Ralph McQuarrie and the Emperor. I'm gonna have those side by side, and I'm gonna declutter this. Over there, that's the Darren 10, Tale of Two Worlds. I got that from Sideshow. That's actually the #1 print. So thank you, Sideshow, for hooking it up. That thing's beautiful. Let's see if we can get closer so you can take a look. This is the scene in the Star Wars Rebels where Ahsoka like fights Anakin and like smashes his helmet. That's such an epic scene. This is from The Mandalorian. Such an epic scene. Was at the end of season 2 or season 1. I don't even remember. Season 2, yeah. All right, so let's look over here. So some more Disney stuff, some more sabers. Got Kylo Ren. That thing is pretty cool. Even though the character sucks, the saber design and the character is cool. Ahsoka Tano, and then the Plo Koon. And then here we got Grogu. I'm not a fan of Grogu, but looks cool. Eventually I might get rid of this. I got it. It was one of those buys that I just got it because I thought it was going to sell out. I don't know. I fell in that trap a lot, once or twice. Here, I'm making a life-size Darth Revan, helmets from Cybercraft. And then the clothing is from some company online that does like custom clothing. So it's coming out good. I like it. I'm happy with it. I'm eventually going to upgrade the chest piece and stuff, because right now I got like the leather one, and it should be like more armored looking. And here is a Jawa. So this Jawa, I actually made it using the 501st CRL's costume reference list. And the dude who sold me the kit from this is from the 501st, and sent me the way to like actually mask this guy up. I didn't even realize that, you know, the way that they mask it up, there's like a dip on the inside. But that's pretty cool. I didn't know that. And then this is an old like camera fuse thing. And this is what they use for the droid collars. It's a found part, so I haven't had time to work on it, but I'm gonna chop this off and file it down. Oops. And then down here is the signature, thanks to my buddy Elijah. It's Tim Donaldson. He was actually an actor on the original films. So, got his plaque. So let's go back over here. All right, so over here you see the first set of bestas. Blank spot down there is for Ahsoka. And then we got Mando, Dancing Mando over there. I like to call him the Saturday Night Fever Mando. Here we got Boba Fett from Sideshow. Both of these are from Sideshow. And then each one I put something in there to give it an accent so it doesn't look too boring. But the plaques in the back you see are from Regal Robot. And then there I actually bought some extra magnets from Regal Robot, but I never got a chance to like put them up. I'm always busy. You can hear me say that a lot. These are like little Rancor magnets, Regal Robot. And then let's check this guy out. This is the Sideshow quarter scale Boba Fett. I think it's beautiful. It's Return of the Jedi, so I know a lot of people prefer Empire, but I love it. It's a good piece. Good piece. And then next to him is Mando, the Dancing Mando with Grogu. It's a good piece, don't get me wrong. Got a Disney Darksaber in there, and then paired the Darksaber up with Giancarlo Esposito signature, and such a nice guy. And then Gina Carano, Cara Dune. She's awesome too. I don't care what the media says. She's actually a nice person, and she was very welcoming. So here's the older Darth Maul from Sideshow. What sucks is on this one, these hilts just suck over time. They just break because of the weight. So disappointing. I gotta fix them. And I don't think they light up anymore, unfortunately. All right, so let's go on this side of the room. So let me back up so you can see what this looks like. So I need a bigger carpet, but this is the front. If I'm looking at the back of the room, this is the front left. And then all the way up there. I got 18-foot ceilings. I got helmets from RS Prop Masters. So I got the Biker Scout, the Snow Trooper, the Hero 1 TIE Fighter, and this one right here, it's exclusive, Chris Bunn. So he signed it. It's a Sand Trooper. They did a great job on that. I love that thing. All right, and next to it, trying to get it get out of the glare, is a Stormtrooper blaster from Master Replica on the bottom. On top, it's a custom blaster, Biker Scout blaster from Etsy. And then the breather is from Mon Cows. All good stuff. There's a lot of good makers out there. All right, so here you have the Philip Thomas Robinson Yoda. A lot of controversy over this little guy. This guy's been making like 6 or 7 batches of these, probably more now. And it's always a different paint job. Mine came broken. I'm still a little sore about that because I've been waiting for a few months now to get replacement pieces. You can't see that it's broken because the insides, it's all taped up. The only people that have been to my house have seen the broken pieces. All right, so here's the Holocron from Disney Parks. One of the top signature cards I got earlier in the year. Let's see if I can focus this guy. These things are cool. And then a thermal detonator from Roman Props. Check this out. That thing's amazing. And then here, this is a C-3PO hand from the Probe. No, what's it called? The Droid Depot. That's what it's called. Droid Depot in Disney Galaxy's Edge. And I have Anthony Daniels' signature on there as well. That's a nice touch. And here we have the Imperial Probe Droid from NYC. This thing is amazing. You know, a lot of people are like, man, it doesn't light up, it doesn't, make sounds, blah, 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 excuse after excuse. But it's a beautiful piece. I think it's better than the Sideshow one. I have a feeling the Sideshow one is either going to be black or gray, and it's not going to have all this weathering and details that Michael put into it from his studies, putting it together. So I actually got number 3. So only 100 of these made, so lucky that he gave me number 3. Here we have the Regal Robot. Well, I forgot what they call these things, but these are like an exclusive we did at Celebration. But it's salacious, see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. And then back there, you can barely see him. I got some graded action figures that my wife got me, Luke and Vader. These are original ones from back in the 70s. And then the mail away figure for the original Anakin, Sebastian Shaw. And then here we got some Darth Maul stuff. So we got the Darth Maul from Metals Sideshow. It's a 1/5 scale. Look at the details on this guy. He is amazing. Probably in the top 10, Sideshow statues ever made. And I paired him up with his Clone Wars, it was a Shadow Collective lightsaber there. Also got a signature from Sam Witwer. Guy's so cool. He's been in the video games, and he was the voice of Maul in the Clone Wars cartoon. And to me, I think through the years, he's turned into my Darth Maul. Right here, this belt right here was made by Benjamin Bowman. Dude's such a nice, awesome guy, very good craftsman. He has an acrylic machine. He actually made the acrylic base for my Biker Scout blaster. And then this Imperial Officer belt buckle, I got it online on Etsy. All right, so let's scoot back again so we can see down here. So we got quarter scale Princess Leia, quarter scale Luke Skywalker, quarter scale Han Solo, and a quarter scale Luke Skywalker, but that one's from XM Studios. Let's take a closer look. All right, so this is Princess Leia. I think I did good. Some people say her scope's off, but man, I don't know. I gotta disagree. I love this thing. But as you look at it, you can see that It's mixed media. It has, you know, I think it's like polystone sculptures and hands and boots. And then the clothing, of course, is just fabric. Here we have Luke. So Luke Skywalker, or Mark Hamill, a lot of people don't realize, got into a car accident and his face got disfigured during like the beginning of Empire. So if you look at him, that's how he looked. A lot of people are like, man, this freaking thing is ugly. Well, Mark Hamill didn't look that hot either, dudes. But yeah, this is a badass statue. I think the last time I saw there were a little bit left on Sideshow, but I got this probably like 2 years ago. Here is the Korban LS6 Return of the Jedi lightsaber. I did a video on this one, but check out the details on it. So this one was when he was on the skiff, ready to leave, and they had like a little close encounter with Boba Fett, and right before Boba Fett fell into the Sarlacc pit. So that's pretty cool. Alright, so down here we have Han Solo. Han Solo, this guy looks cartoony, and I think they did this for a reason. I don't think they got permission to actually do like a life-like portrait, so they did a cartoony one. I honestly do not like this portrait. It could have been better. Like I said, it looks too cartoony. But everything else is good. It's mixed media as well. Everything but the face looks good. So Han Solo, you got a butter face. This sucker right here is badass. This is probably one of the top 5 pieces that I own, I think, that I like. This is the XM Studios Luke Skywalker Snowspeeder Pilot. I don't know if I ever did a video on this. There's, you know, a lot of stuff that I have that I've unboxed, and a lot of stuff that I unboxed and made videos for. This thing is beautiful. I don't think you can buy these anymore like from direct sell. You have to like find it on the second market. I was lucky to have bought it when it was still available in stores. Alright, so as we're walking over here, let's back up. Got my chair in the way, so let me back up this way. Alright, so the middle part of the room, you see some more. It's an 18-foot clearance there. So let's get closer. And let's start from the top. So up there, that print back there, my buddy Nicholas gave to me as well. He came to my house earlier in the year, and he's like, man, I like that display. And I didn't even realize what he was up to. But between him and my wife, they got some measurements and figured out how much space I had. And next thing you know, that thing showed up in my mail. So appreciate it. I love that thing. Actually displays well with these pieces. All right, so all of these pieces are quarter scale Sideshow. The middle one is the Vader Lord of Sith quarter scale, and then the two to the right and left are the Royal Guards. So I'm not sure if the Royal Guards are available anymore, but that Lord of Sith has been sold out for years. I bought it back when it was on pre-order, maybe like 2014. So I've had that one for a while. So let's like open up some of these bestas and check out what's in them. Here's Asajj Ventress. She has like one of the best portraits. She's an alien, and they knocked her out of the park. I love this thing. I did a unboxing video of it with my thoughts on it. This thing is beautiful. And then this sucker right here is the Obi-Wan Mythos. This thing is badass. You know, I was on the fence to buy this for a long time. And then my buddy George Medina, the Medina Lorian, bought it. And I did a review, and he's like, dude, you gotta get it. So after I saw his review like a bunch of times, I was like, all right, I'm gonna buy it. It's cool. And if you don't like that sculpt there, check this out. It comes with a different sculpt. That thing is badass. I use it as a proximity piece because it's still a cool display. And here is a Korban Desert Wanderer lightsaber. Came out earlier this year. It's pretty cool. I've compared it to the Master Replica one, and it's pretty close. I like it. Can't beat it for the deal. It's not licensed, but I think at this point in my life, I'm buying what I like, and if it's licensed, Plus, if it's not licensed, I'll think about it and I'll still get it, you know, if I really like it. So this is a sideshow. Like, I call these things like half bus because it doesn't have like a full-size bus. But this is older. These came out like 2008, 2009. You can see even back then they did a good job with some of their moldings. Paired them up with the Disney parks mall sabers. I don't like this part. Like, Disney got everything else pretty good except this. This thing is ugly. And of course, all the plaques you see in this room were made by Ariel. And then let's go over here. So here, I have the light shining down up for the Emperor. It's another half-size bus. They use some kind of corduroy material for his hood, but it comes with his clasp, which is pretty cool. And this again is like from the 2008, 2009 Sideshow collection. And then this one, I actually got Ian McDermott's signature. And then I got him paired up with the Disney Parks saber there. That saber is like thick. I don't really like it, but it makes a good scene for now until like I upgrade it eventually. Okay, so down here we have some sequel stuff. So this is Kylo Ren, premium format. It's a mixed media as well. I actually like it. It's a good piece. Conceptually, the character looks dope, but when you watch it in the movie and it's realized, it's a lame character. But I'm keeping this. It's a Black Series helmet, one of the original ones that they came out with years ago. And yeah, I bought this like on the primary market when it was on pre-order on Sideshow. So I am the first and only owner of this piece. Again with this one, I think for most of these pieces in my collection, I've been the first owner. Let's see, this is Rey. I'm not calling her Rey Skywalker. She's Rey Palpatine. But this is a beautiful statue. Her sculpture is out of this world. And I just threw in all the sabers related to the sequel movies in here. So we have like Rey's saber, which is Luke's saber, Rey's other saber from the Rise of Skywalker. The reforged saber is the one that got chopped during the little fight in the throne room in Last Jedi, I believe. And then we got Leia's saber, and then Ben Solo's saber. And then the box back there, it's the Legacy box set, which comes with that saber and that saber. Alright, so this side of the room, let's go up first. Alright, so way up there on the left, EFX stunt helmet. In the middle, Clone Trooper helmet from Cybercraft. And this is a Hasbro Battlefield. I think it's like the Flame Trooper helmet. I don't know. But the only reason I have that in my collection because it's belonged to my buddy that passed away last year. So it was an honor to get that from his wife. So that's staying there. And then this is the 332 clone from Cybercraft. Another Sideshow quarter scale piece. EFX 40th anniversary Stormtrooper. And then this bad boy, 1/1 scale bust Boba Fett. This thing's amazing. I love that piece. I customized the cape because the original one is just too wonky. It would like stick out, like make my display stick out like 3 or 4 feet. Here we have Darth Vader. This thing is a badass freaking bust. If you don't have room for a full size, this is the next best thing. And then down here, got a Brian Muir helmet sign plaque, which I used to have over there next to him, but I'm just leaving it there for now. And then this is a master replica Vader lightsaber. I guess I should have taken some of these covers off so you can see them better. And then here my lights all died, so I gotta figure out like what I moved to see what happened. But this is Han Solo's DL-44 blaster from Empire. Thing is badass, master replica. And this one is a Princess Leia blaster. So this one I actually bought this year. I met a dude who had a bunch of artist proof. here in the Florida area, and he like gave me a really good deal. So I was like, okay, I'm buying it. So this is a Princess Leia blaster, master replica from A New Hope. It's artist proof. Absolutely amazing piece. And then here is Count Dooku's lightsaber from Attack of the Clones. That thing is dope. And then here's an Obi-Wan Kenobi. So if you watch my comparison video of the Corbanth Desert Wanderer and this one, this is the piece that I used. This thing's amazing. This one, I think they only made 4,500 worldwide, and came out in like 2005 or something. Yeah, I think that's what it says, 2005. All right, so let me show you a different angle of the room. So I'm gonna go back. So now we're looking at the back side of the room. So the Greedo and the Han Solo, that's like my concept of what if Greedo caught Han Solo when they met up at the bar in Tatooine. I love Greedo. I love the Rodian characters. I think they're badass. I like aliens. And then I got that Ewok head, thanks to David Boudreau for giving me the heads up where to get it. And that's from a Tree of Endor on Etsy. Beautiful piece. And then the chairs, of course, these are Regal robots. Cantina chairs. We got the Regal robot hollow chest table. And then this is some artwork from David Boudreau. I just haven't had time to get it framed, but it's going to get framed soon. All right, so here is Vader Pyre from Disney Parks. I think they use the same STL files for EFX because it looks pretty damn the same. Even the base for it looks the same. All right, so let's open up this thing right here. So this is where I have most of my Regal robot maquettes. So this is a Gamoran Guard. I bought this one last year when it came out. It's Tauntaun. It's funny, I bought this like shortly after it came out. Like I bought it in like the same month it came out, and I ended up getting 164. But the cool thing is I still got a Phil Tippett signature. And after hearing Hector's story the other day, I always wonder like why this thing looks so dry. Because Mr. Tippett likes to talk when he's signing, which is cool, but the ink dries up on the markers, which I thought was funny. All right, so we have a Max Rebo concept. I got number 59. And then a Jabba concept, I got number 85. And don't mind the wires. What I just realized is I forgot the bottom of this place. All right, so here, back there, that's the Ming-Na Wen Fennec Shan helmet from Cybercraft, and then the Bo-Katan helmet from Cybercraft. Both have signatures, Ming-Na Wen's and Katie Sackhoff. So pretty cool. Got a chance to meet Ming-Na Wen before, but I got the signature, I think online through SWAU. But what was funny is I met her a few years ago, and she's like the nicest person. Katie Sackhoff, on the other hand, I actually got to meet her and got some SIGs from her. And she doesn't talk much, you know, it's kind of a bummer. You know, you're happy to like, you know, talk to them and say hi, and you probably get like half a second of FaceTime, which was kind of disappointing. And then here's some Joe Hazy Ewoks, My Buddy and My Buddy 2. These things are amazing, amazing. I still need to make a My Buddy video with the Wicket, but I love these things, man. Joe Hazy is a brilliant guy. If you haven't bought anything from him, you're missing out. All right, so let's pause right here. All right, so let's get closer to this Greedo. So this Greedo, I forgot who made the latex mask and hands. It's a guy on Etsy. I think it's like 21 monsters or something. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and I'll put it in the notes. I got the costume from some vendor online on the internet, and this belt and holster is actually a recommendation from David Boudreau. Got it on Etsy. It's all leather and metal. Very well done. So it's such a beautiful piece. All I need is to get the DT12 blaster. This sucker right here is from Ruby's. It's almost 7 feet tall. You can see it right there. It has lights. And then like the oxygen light or whatever you want to call it, but the health monitor light, it actually works. Just my batteries died on it. All right, so this is the other side of the room. So you can see here, don't mind the mess. Oh, you can't see the mess, okay. So here we have Regal Robot executive chair. It has like the wheels on it, that's why they call it that. And then like my recording area where, you know, I do live streaming. And there's the light I use when I'm on at night. My podcaster mic. It's normally not in that position. It's normally like over here somewhere. My monitor, it's a big old monitor. I think it's like what, close to 40 inches. Got the stream deck, and this is where like I control like my lighting and stuff. So let's see, let's make some different colors so you can just see what it looks like. So yeah, and I got like weird combinations in here that I've, you know, put together. And what's cool is like some of these combinations trigger different color effects in the other parts of the room. Now let's go back to normal. So here, let's talk about this area. I've been asked a few times what I use. So I got like clamps everywhere. You know, I got C-clamp. It's not all the way up, but I have it where I can like showcase whatever's on that table. So that's a Sony ZV-1. I used to have the Sony A6600s, but man, they were so annoying to focus on those because they don't really have product focus. You have to like keep hiding your face, and it's so annoying. So this is a MacBook Pro. I get one of these like every year. So that's this year's model, and next year I'll get a newer model. A10 Mini, Rodecaster, and then these cool things. Back when I lived in Virginia, there was a guy in a convention circuit that cut out comics and made coasters for these. And I was like, hey man, can you make me some Star Wars ones? And made them and shipped them to me like within a week. All right, so let's go over here. Let's talk about these guys. So this is my like Jabba like display, Return of the Jedi. You can see everything I got there. I'm not gonna go through all the pieces, but the ones I want to do highlight is the Max Rebo that was made by Joe Hazy. And then the Size Snooties was made by Joe Hazy. And then the signature is from Elijah. It's Simon Williamson. He's a puppeteer, so that was awesome. Here I have a Gentle Giant, Rancor and Trainer. This thing is, there wasn't that many of these made. It's an older piece, and actually I got introduced to it by my buddy Jason Dubak Deliveries. We were at Star Wars Celebration, and we were in the Toys That Made Us panel, and he's like, hey, I need to leave. And I was like, me too. And then it turns out this is one of the pieces he ended up getting, and I got one shortly after on the hunt. It's from the Hyperdrive. It's a Billy D. Williams signature. It's for a Skiff Guard helmet that I got coming in soon by, I forgot the name of the Claw Fears. Yeah, Claw Fears. And then here I got some of my remaining clones. I purged a lot of these Hot Toys. But I got Cody, I got Rex, I got Cad Bane in Denial Disguise, Commander Baccarat, and Hot Toys, 501st Clone Trooper. These are cool pieces. And then I actually got a chance to meet Dorian Kingi and got his autograph. Such a nice guy. And then this is just placeholder stuff. And then I'm not even gonna go over down there because that's just like storage. And then here I got some of my books. So that's a Chronicle book, costume book. This is a Sideshow collection book. This is awesome if you like Sideshow. This has like all their collection up to last year. And then the Mandalorian book. And this is one of the Star Wars box sets. I got like so many of these. But I think this is the Skywalker Saga one, yeah. because, you know, this is a movie room as well, and I love to play those in 4K. Star Wars archive book. And then this is just a giveaway I'm doing in December. And then just some other random stuff. So let's go back here. I got the combat remote from MYC. Paired them up with the Disney Parks lightsaber. Here is a jazz diorama. Tantive 4 walkway diorama with the 40th anniversary Vader and a Stormtrooper and a sideshow Rebel Soldier. And here is it's a mixture of Gentle Giant, Milestone, and 2 Hot Toys. So it's Luke and Han in disguise. Blank space because I sewed some stuff. And then Lando right there with Princess Leia getting fresh, you know, while Han's in Carbonite. So this is the Joe Hazy and Son of Dangar exclusive Wampa Encounter diorama. This thing is badass. You know, it comes signed by both of them. It's a 1/6 scale Wampa. And then they made this like diorama with Luke Skywalker just hanging there. The thing's amazing. And then some 3D printed stuff on the bottom. I love this piece. This is definitely one of my showcase pieces. Alright guys, so that's the Star Wars room, but let's check out some other parts of my house. Alright, so let's go to the other room. So just excuse the mess. We're getting ready for Christmas, so we're laying out all the Christmas stuff. So let's look over here real quick. So I got some games, got a little beer fridge there. We got, you know, the Nightscape from LA, since this is, you know, we're making this into like our little Gotham room. So we got like the modern fixtures and everything. That bar, funny story. I actually had like all these like 6 scale Hot Toys and third party Jokers and other villains, and I sold them all in 2020 and paid for that. So I don't know, I made like 5 grand. There you go. All right, so you go here, you see you got more board games because this room dubbed as a game room as well. So we got, you know, enough seats for like 10 people here. But you see some of the games we have, you know, for kids, you know, adults, all ages. And here's my daughter's DC line of figures. And you know, the X-Wing game, I got a bunch of these around the house. And I got some books, of course. You know, we got the Batman and Robin TV tribute book. This thing is badass. And then if you're like a comic book person and love comics, Jim Lee came out with this DC Legends book. This thing's amazing. If you go on the book, you get like full-size pages, like the ones they will draw for submission. So you even get the markings and the like the artist approvals and what comic they're going in. Freaking badass, you know. I wish I could just buy 2 of these so I can like cut some of these pictures out and frame them. As we go up, this is a sideshow Wonder Woman, 1/4 scale. I actually love this piece. You know, a lot of people didn't buy it, and, you know, talked a lot of crap about it. But it's Justice League Wonder Woman. Looks like Gal Gadot, you know, from a distance it looks like her. Actually, they did a good job. And then this is a Gotham City's cocktail booking. Get them at Barnes & Noble. My wife bought it for me so I can make some like classy drinks. And this sucker right here is a Jim Lee and Scott Snyder signed book gifted to me by my buddy James Kuduku, the collector. That was freaking nice of him. I think that was maybe my birthday or Christmas last year. And then he also gifted me this. This is a Neil Adams print, and it has a remark on it. So you can see the remark that Neil Adams did. Unfortunately, Neil Adams passed away this year. And then up here, we have an Alex Ross print. So this is from Sideshow. I bought it framed. It's actually cheaper if you get these things framed from them. And then here we have Batman. So this is a 1/4 scale. I love this statue. It's freaking badass. It's heavy as hell. But you can tell by the size of it, it's amazing. And then here we have a Twitter head Catwoman. It's a beautiful piece. I love how they created that latex with that shine. And behind her is an Alex Ross. I want to say it's 2018 Comic-Con exclusive, but it's the Joker in the making. And then here, talking about Jokers, it's the Arkham Asylum video game Joker, you know, voiced by Mark Hamill. And then this sucker right here is a counterfeit from Awesome Con. I bought this at a convention, so I don't know if it's real or not, but I just always joke around and call it a counterfeit. And then this is a Jocko piece from Sideshow 2. Freaking amazing, dude. He has a great eye. So we come down here. This is the Jazz Diorama. It's a back signal. This thing's amazing. It's a big piece. Fully lightable, lights up. It comes with all these swap out magnets. You know, here are a few for example. So we got the bat flick. Let's see. Got this guy right here. It's Michael Keaton Batman. And then we got this guy right here is Kristen Bell Batman. So those are cool. And then talking about Batman, here are some hot toys that I have. I used to have a bunch of these Batman hot toys, but these are only ones that I kept. You know, got the Adam West. I used to watch him and Burt Ward, Cesar Romero on TVs like all the time. So that's the Batman I grew up with. That's the one I like a lot. And then, you know, it got darker with this guy, Michael Keaton. And then Kristen Bell, you know, re-imaged the way Batman talks. And then you got Batflick. He's just a rich dude. That's all he is. And then my buddy Chris gifted me this. So Chris owns a company called Plaid Jackalope. Dude is awesome. He's talented. He actually was Jason's mentor around one time, and taught Jason a lot of stuff that he knows. So look him up, Plaid Jackalope. I'll put his stuff in the description. But this is from Factory Entertainment. His wife actually works there, and very cool people, nice couple. He actually gifted this to me out of, you know, friendship. So appreciate you, Chris. Thank you so much. This is a scaled down version, but Factory Entertainment offers full-size replicas as well. So check them out. But man, this thing's amazing. It's a good little display piece. And then over here, a lot of our Disney stuff. So we go to Disney all the time. So I got a menu. So, you know, if you tip them well, they'll give you a menu. A lot of people don't know that. Because right now, a lot of times you go there, unless you're on the Voyager ship thing, the overpriced Star Cruiser ride, they'll give you a QR code. And then, you know, got the Rancor Teeth. This is where you do the beer flight. And then C-3PO Corsico, that was gifted to me by one of my buddies. And then we got some cards, because, you know, this is a game room. So we got that a while back. And then this is the Yub Nub. So this is like a Battle of Endor scene they put in there. It's pretty cool. And then over here, this is also from Oga's. So this is just an alternate version of the Yub Nub if you want it. And then all the different coasters from there. I think my wife has them all sorted out by type. But yeah, every time we go in there, we just leave with a bunch of coasters. But these Rancor ones are pretty cool. They try to keep it in the universe. And here are some of our tikis from Guardians of the Galaxy. More games. And then we got, you know, some Star Wars stuff down here. And then let's go this way. So, you know, Merry Christmas. And then just some art over here. So I got some digital art here. So this is a Stanley Lau. Check that out. That is digital art. You know, he does a great job, especially like with the females. And then this guy right here, I'm trying to get it so you can see it, but I randomly got into a line at San Diego Comic-Con in 2019, and Scott Snyder and Brooks were doing signatures, so I was able to just grab this sucker right here and got some signatures right there. So I got Snyder, so it was in 2018, so Snyder and then Brooks. And just a random splash painting that I got. Bruce Timm, Joker, and then Tom Taylor, Deceased. So yeah, so that's about it. So now that we're done with this room, let's go to the Marvel room and check that one out. So let's run over here. This is the Avengers Infinity War Gauntlet Hot Toys, fully lightable with the LED lights. This thing is huge. Absolutely great piece. This is actually the first bust I bought. This is a Sideshow Legendary Scale bust. My buddy Jason, Dewback Deliveries, had it at his house, and I was like, oh, I need to get one of these. So I bought one of these. I think I was still living in Texas. This is the Ether from Disney. This thing sucks. It's hard to operate. I don't even know how to use it. But if you can see, it has like the Ether piece in there. And you're supposed to be able to turn it on, but that thing never works. And then my wife loves all this stuff from Guardians of the Galaxy, so that's her Awesome Mix Volume 1. And then she has it on record. And then we got Michael Rooker's signature with the Phase 1 DVD collection. This is a Blu-ray collection. So we got Doctor Strange, some Doctor Strange stuff here. And then she loves WandaVision, so she got that. We got the Marvel Phase 1 books, some more Hot Toys. So this is a 1/1 scale Groot, Stan Lee. And then we got some bad dudes there from the Battle of New York. And then we have the Hulk versus Wolverine. This thing is badass, man. Look at the details on this guy. This thing's ripped. So this is like 1/5 scale. Absolutely great piece. You know, I have it on a turntable so I can like spin it around. Absolutely love it. This is one of those things that I'm taking to the grave with me. And then here, got some King Arts, little 1/1 scale Ant-Man, and then this guy, what's his name? I forgot his name. It's been a while. And then Doctor Doom, Sideshow quarter scale. And then here we got Captain America. And that was actually my first statue that I bought. I bought that one. Oh man, I was living either in Texas or Virginia. And it's before all the other stuff came out. But that's the one that like got me into the statues. So that Captain America helmet is from Logger Toys. And then this is a Hot Toy Endgame Captain America Hot Toy. And then here we have Mark 85 from Hot Toys. And another Logger Toys Iron Man helmet. So let's go down here. So this is a Hot Toy Hulkbuster. A Mark 42 Sideshow quarter scale. And I gotta scoop back for some of these other ones. So that's Iron Man Mark II bust. Let's see if I can zoom in. Yep. And then way up there, that's like 21.5, 22 feet ceiling. That is a Silver Surfer quarter scale and a Nova proximity piece. And then up there we have a Star-Lord Hot Toy with the Marvel Star-Lord helmet. And then here we have Black Panther and the Wakanda Forever D23 exclusive mask. And then up there we have a 1/1 scale bust from Spider-Man. I think it's badass. So like if I'm going to sit down, oh, this is what we see. You know, the TV's off right now. And just to put it in perspective, that TV's 80-inch. Sucker's huge. And then we have that just there so people don't stare into the bathroom when we're like sitting here. All right, so right here, got some more stuff. So Marvel 1/1 scale 75th anniversary shields made out of metal. And then this Captain America was made as a commission piece by Michelle Nooney. And then up here, it's art print I got from my buddy Jason, a Sideshow. And then here's a Stan Lee that I got from AwesomeCon. He was sleeping most of the time. And then some more Hot Toys. So this is Loki from Dark World. And then this staff right here, my wife got it. It's from like Hong Kong. I don't know who made it, but it's pretty badass. And then this is Thor Dark World. And then some more Hot Toys. So this is the, what was that? Black Panther or Civil War? I forgot which one this is. But there's so many versions of Steve Rogers. That's the one where he was in Wakanda. And here's Shuri. Her piece is amazing. Like that head sculpt, spot on. And then behind we have Bucky. And this is the Wakanda Bucky. Got Bruce Banner. And he's checking out Black Widow. You got War Machine, that's a die cast. And then here's third party Xavier. This thing is badass, 1/6 scale. I forgot who made this one, but it's a pretty rare piece. Got Hawkeye, an Iron Man Mark III, Tony Stark, another Thor, another Black Widow, Doctor Strange, that's gotta be one of my favorites, and Spider-Man. So we got Wasp, Ant-Man, Iron Spider, and let's go in here. Enough said. Alright, some Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So another Black Widow. You got Nick Fury, Maria Hill. That's such a cool figure, I like her pose. You got Carol Danvers. You got Agent Carter, that's a third party figure. Phil Coulson, this guy's a rare piece. And then here's our Guardians. We got Rocket, Gamora, Nebula, Yondu and Drax. Both of these guys are pretty rare pieces. Good luck finding them. Thanos, of course, and then Groot. So as you exit the house, here's an EFX helmet. Boba Fett. Thing is badass. I don't know how many they produce. They produce a lot of these, but I got mine on pre-order when it was announced at Comic-Con a couple years ago. Buddy Nicholas gifted me this. This is a big ass print of Jabba's palace. So I got it matted and framed. It looks beautiful. And then this is the new Lenovo helmet, Jango Fett. Pretty badass. I'm actually happy with it. So that's what it looks like from outside the room. Well, thanks for joining me. Now see your ass out. Peace.